Let's take a look at this DevBlog. In the beginning of the month, we updated the engine, which involved dealing with some issues that took some time to figure out. Throughout the month, I also dealt with bug fixes as usual, this time mainly related to Elders and the Rex. We have also changed the Carnotaurus charge attack around a bit. He will have to press left mouse button to attack while charging instead of it being done automatically on contact. Okay, that's a good change. At least that is gonna help with the desync. The main feature I worked on this month was sparing for the Pteranodon. What is sparing? The ability is now functional, including animations and visual effects. You can spear fish or catch clams hiding under the mud that requires breaking open on rocky surfaces. Interesting, but PT is still shit with stamina, so unless it gets a stamina upgrade, nobody's gonna want to play that. Sound designer. This month we have wrapped up all the Tyrannosaurus vocalizations, knocking out the remaining juvenile sounds. We're gonna lose the tree call, in addition to sparring. Oh wait, maybe that's not for you. Next, the team all have moved on to concepting the vocalizations for the Austro and Kentro suite of vocals, while I have worked on the Allosaurus. I have worked hard on maintaining the element of Allosaurus calls that are the most revered by the community. Although the breadth and underlayers are new, the broadcast core design is unchanged other than aiming to reduce the amount of noise to bring it into a more of the high frequencies lost in the original. Oh, and bring in more of the high frequencies lost in the original. The attract call maintains the passive high whine from Legacy, but fills out the frequency spectrum with additional layers that confront to the original intent. The generic social call is also similar to the original design, but have brought out more recognizable tonality. I don't even know what tonality is.
Hello there.
Hey Alex.
I like that they're at least keeping some of the calls similar, though I wish they would have kept the third call.
Yeah.
That's my favorite, yeah.
The Danger is a completely new design that conveys a distinct scream and warble of the Legacy design. Using the original audio profile as the foundation that is created with the new source sounds. The threatened call is the only significant departure from its original calls, combining low elephant bull trumpets, trilling baboon screams, and wildcat hisses, and spouts for a more threatening and bellowing roar with a sharper edge. I have also designed the juvenile calls slightly deviating from the legacy juvenile sounds, apart from the broadcast, to create more cohesive counterparts to the adult vocalizations. I'll be continuing on the rest of the vocalizations for Allosaurus, which the others will join me on once completing the calls they are working on. Okay, well, I mean, the sound is literally peak. That's one of the good things about the owl. Things I cannot really complain about. Alright, animator. July has been for rigging, lots of rigging. With the animation team working on the other dinosaurs, I've been getting the next few dinosaurs ready for animation. Avaceratops has an updated rig now, as well as juvenile morphs. But, best of all, Chimerosaurus is rigged now. It's a pretty fancy setup with a lot of gizmos for the animation team to work with, including a soft body system to make those muscles jiggle. Have a look at this test cycle in action. Chimerosaurus looks actually pretty decent.
Yeah, it does.
It looks better than the legacy counterpart. That also means that trample is on the horizon, mate.
Yep.
Soon we'll have dinosaurs just walking over your ass and you're dead.
Imagine you're hiding in a bush as like a little hipsy and just a carno just happens to run past and you die.
Yeah, I mean, the hipsies are not supposed to be in bushes, they're supposed to be in trees.
Or you're a Troodon and the raptor runs by and now you're at half health because it stepped on you.
I think trample will only take a real effect from a certain weight. I don't think they go with a weight differential. I think they will do it. Yeah, I don't know actually. Because think about it, right? That if they bring trample in like that, it will come with certain issues. Like what happens if you have babies and you walk over a baby?
Yeah.
You know, so they are probably gonna do something there with the design and stuff like that.
Then at what point will they start the trample? Will they start it at stego weight? Will they start it at rex weight? Will Dino
I
be
don't
able to
know.
trample? It's so low to the ground?
Either they will add trample to certain dinosaurs that have it as a signature move. Like in Legacy, I remember that Gamma was the only one that had it. You know, so maybe it will be a
Yeah.
Sauropod thing, but indeed, it would make more sense if certain weight tramples below a certain weight percentage. Like if you are X percentage of your weight, then you can trample it. Well, that has its own issues. I kind of don't know how they will go about that.
Yeah, we'll just have to wait and see for that one. There's a lot of stuff they could do with it.
Yeah, but like I said, there are some implications. Like if you're nesting, you kill your entire nest by just walking around.
Unless
That's
they make it so that trample only works when sprinting. In which case, just don't sprint around the nest.
good point. That is a good point. But then again, what happens if a Chimera just walks over you? But you're right. That's actually what they did in Legacy to, you know, keep it
Yeah.
within boundaries. Like
The fuck?
if you would,
Sacrifice some of the realism for better gameplay.
yeah, I mean they already do that. Look at Herrera.
The dino that doesn't even climb IRL.
Yeah,
Well, it's
exactly.
arguable if it was even a dino.
Hmm. Alright. But yeah, I'm curious about how they will go about that.
Yep.
When it comes out and it's busted, then I will just,
What?
yeah, address it, I guess. Alright. Hypno, QA lead. Hypno, my homie. I love Hypno. It's the only one that makes sense. The QA team that has been focused almost entirely on the Tyrannosaurus ahead of its upcoming release. It had a few problems that have ranged from simple, such as its head deforming when turning, to more serious ones such as a server crash caused by using its crush ability while falling. Okay. There was also an interesting way to get out of a Tyrannosaurus crush with the press of a specific... Really?
Yeah, it was probably G or something.
Yeah, but I only know that... Huh. So there's a button, Kissa, that you can escape a crush with on the current tracks. We have to find it.
Well, it's the current Rex that they're working on. It probably won't be the Rex we have access to.
Of
It's probably
course.
different now.
No. I actually think it is still in the model that we're playing as well, because I've seen this happen. One time I caught an aloe baby. I tried to kill it. It didn't work.
I bet it's probably G, maybe E.
No, maybe even N, because Triceratops can cancel its what's it called? Trash attack by pressing N as well, and then doing a new one. Could be N.
I mean,
Oh
if I
yeah.
happen to get crushed by a Rex, I'll test it out.
And then we have a video. What's...
Worried about right now. With the implications that has.
They've drawn some inspiration. Seems they like those videos where people are playing catch with the turtles. Um, In other words, no wait, in other news, work continues on the much anticipated Elder system, which already has functionality for growing to Elder, dying of old age, which is initiated by the player and not automatic, that's really important,
Yeah, it's
and
huge.
passing your
Upgrading.
mutations onto the next life. These mutations will scale in strength each time the player repeats this cycle until they reach a cap.
Yeah, that's the bit I'm worried about. If they do it wrong, you could have like congen of like 45% to the 15, stuff like that.
An Elder at its prime with the ability to select the fourth mutation.
Oh, that's so fucking bad.
580 kilograms, 47 bite force. Okay, but
That's
this is a raptor. This is a
That's a
raptor.
raptor.
This
75
is a
bite force
raptor.
almost.
This has to be a raptor.
Oh, what the fuck?
I also see a raptor tail here sticking out.
I mean,
I
could
can
be
assure
Gallus.
you,
No, it can't be
no,
Gallus.
I
That's
assure
legendary.
you right now,
That's raptor.
this is a raptor.
Yes,
This,
so...
because it says diet carnivore.
Yep. Oh yeah, it does.
100% a raptor.
Raptor Elder got nerfed in weight then. It's 580 instead of 650. Which
Yeah.
makes more sense.
650 was really strong, I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, but it also has... it has half the damage of a Sarah right now.
And you'll have an entomb screen, like confirm entombment, so that you can just die at the end.
Look at the bottom left though, it says replication. What does that mean?
Interesting. I have no idea.
Oh wait, no, now it mentions it's the replication UI with previously selecting mutations shown on the left.
Oh,
Starting mutations to absorption, gastro, photo, traumatic.
oh, and then you
Yes,
start
okay.
with it. So instead of nesting, you just start with it. It's like the nesting system, but you can do it yourself. Let's go. Finally.
That's a cool thing.
But that brings up an issue, because now nesting will become so irrelevant.
Yeah.
Who's gonna nest their babies and they're just gonna be like, yeah, I'll just live my full life and then I'll die.
Although I guess it has its own benefits still, the nesting system.
No.
Because you're still
The only
protected
benefit
by two
is
parents. You immediately get a group, but that's about it.
I don't know.
Plus you don't have to spend as much time growing to elder, then respawning and growing again. You just straight up nest in, grow once, and you've got the same amount of mutations.
Yeah, but who's gonna nest you?
Yeah, that's true.
That's my point. Like, yes, getting nested in has always been great. Everybody wants to be nested in, but who wants to put a nest down after this? It's not really incentivized, is it?
Yeah. Unless you're nesting some friends in, that's about it. It's just gonna be a few private nests here and there that you'll never have access to.
Yeah, that is still an issue that they won't be able to solve. Yeah, I don't know how
I'm still
to.
worried about how the mutations will scale, though.
I really don't know how to remedy that one.
Because will they do what I hope they'll do, where each extra stack of a mutation will increase it by a small amount instead of by the same amount it usually does?
And here we have a fresh spawn juvenile with mutations from a previous life. Yeah, okay. Yeah, nesting. Let's see. The R has always been a game where players make their own fun with no set objectives. You eat, drink, sleep, grow, nest. Yeah, that last one is not gonna happen as much anymore after this. But ultimately you end up in the same place, a fully grown dinosaur that either goes down swinging or finds the nearest mountain to throw itself off, ready to join its friend at different species. Oh, as a different species. With the other system, there's always a goal to work towards. Who can create the strongest dinosaur? Who can replicate each species to hit the mutations cap? What is the mutation cap? How many will we be able to put in? Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. Maybe you can fill out all the blocks now?
because we can see that there's 2 big blocks and 6 small ones that are still grayed out in the replication UI.
Honestly, they
We
should
probably
give.
won't have access to those.
Maybe if you nest, you should get those, you know, like nesting mutations.
What I think they'll do with elders is you can get you can fill out all of those little ones, so you can replicate like 3 times, and then you have how many mutations is that going to be? 16? Yeah, 16 mutations.
But yeah, who can build the largest family by prioritizing nesting mutations? Oh, hold on. They actually are mentioning it 1 second after we talk about it.
Yeah, they did.
I should just read a little bit further. What do they mean with that? Who can build the largest family by prioritizing nesting mutations?
Probably stuff like the what was
Pro
it called? That mutation where it makes
Prophilibic,
you grow
blah
faster.
blah blah, where you have more stamina and health.
Yes, yeah, that stuff.
Yeah.
What I'm hoping it means, although it's a huge stretch, is that they'll make some mutations nesting specific, but that's not gonna happen.
Yeah, but largest family, I don't quite get that because we'll still have back limits.
Yep.
What do you mean I can run around with 10 raptors? No, I doubt it. I'm excited to see how this changes the dynamic of the game and all the possibilities it brings. We may even be able to tie this into other potential systems. Last but not least, I've expanded my team of QA volunteers by bringing on 7 additional testers. They've hit the ground running and have already contributed to 34 and counting unique bug reports just within a few days of joining. Ah, that's what I was talking about. The new QA people that are gonna have a lot of control over how the game is gonna get formed.
Okay, so I'll just let you read ahead. Because this seems fairly decent, but it confirms something.
Kissen Kitten Animation Supervisor. Updating to 5.6 had us against the ropes this month, but we're bouncing back. These sort of updates always shake the table, but we've gotten most of it back in place. Aside from that, our animation time has been dominated by the Tyrannosaurus, which should be in a good place to make its legitimate debut. During this time, it had features added to help address issues in testing to make sure the adult is exceptionally formidable. Okay, so they're gonna basically balance the Rex. The Tyrannosaurus takes a long time to reach its true potential, but when it does, we want it to be a force of nature. It can spar, has a devastating crushing bite, can gap close surprisingly well if it gets within ambush range, and can take most animals off their feet with a strong swing of its powerful head. So that thing is gonna stay, guys, where it's headbutting and you see a stego flying. That's just it. Yeah. Basically, that's gonna stay. Be very aware of your surroundings when the Rex lands, which should be right around the corner, followed by Allosaurus.
Yes, that's the bit I'm focusing on, which probably means Allo and Rex won't be in the same horde test. This Rex followed by Allosaurus and not Rex with Allosaurus.
Yeah, Allo will come right after.
Yeah.
Aside from that, there's been touching up old buggy animations and more work for the baryonyx. Avaceratops, Oviraptor, oh, Orny's gonna be happy, and Pteranodon. The fishing mechanic is in testing, which is fun. The Pteranodon has needed love. Oh, yeah, really. New flight mechanics will be following, which we really want to get right. Yeah, I mean, just give it stamina, guys. We were pressed for time with the Pteranodon and the Deinosuchus implementation way back when. So we had to make concessions. What's that word? So we had to make
Sessions.
concessions. So we had to make concessions that we no longer have to. So we really want to improve flight and swimming experiences. We've got more semi-aquatics and a massive flyer on the way, which makes this necessary. Ah, massive flyer, that's 100% Quetz. Here's the problem though with Quetz. I can promise you that Quetz is gonna be underwhelming. Why?
Yeah.
Because their design philosophy is basically that a flyer shouldn't be in the sky for more than 5 minutes. That's what QA said about PT when I requested for more stamina. So Quetz is, in a nutshell, gonna suck. It is not gonna be allowed to be in the sky for more than 5 minutes. It's gonna have the same issues that PT brings in scouting potential and all that yada yada. So basically, Quetz is gonna have every problem that PT has and more. Because it's bigger and it's harder to hide. So if you're grounded, you're cooked. Hopefully it can at least fight back, and hopefully it's gonna get oversized slightly. Because
Yeah,
if it doesn't get oversized slightly, then it's just gonna get pinned by a raptor.
Unless they
Like,
made it an exception.
I mean, they did it with
see why
Dibble.
not.
Yeah, they did it with Dibble. I don't see why not.
They have Galley and other raptors where they can be pinned even if they're larger. So I don't see why they wouldn't do the opposite with Quetz. Maybe it could have such powerful flight muscles that it doesn't get pinned by one that can take off with a raptor on its back.
No, because they want it to be balanced, right? They find flying a really powerful utility. Getting stamina back while gliding, I asked for it. They said we don't want to give that. I asked why not. They said we don't want your ass to be in the air for more than 5 minutes at a time. Then I said like, I asked them, so Dino can swim it back, right? And they said like, yes, but at least the Deinosuchus is bound by the edges of the river, while the flyers can go across the entire map. So my real question is, why do they add in the flyers if they don't give the flyers the freedom that flyers benefit from? Because that's what makes flyers so great. Nobody wants to take off and be out of stamina in 10 seconds and then spend the next 5 to sit and get it back. Like, that is annoying gameplay. I got tired of PT at one point because I was sitting more than playing. Like, I want to be flying, I want to be doing stuff. I don't want to
like
sit on my ass. I already do enough of that in real life. Anyway. Speaking of massive, the Camarasaurus is going to be entering the animation pipeline real soon, as you may have seen. The goal with this animal is to give you a true sauropod experience. Tail whips, kicks, stomps, tramples, I called it. And neck swings, all contained within what should be one of the most chill playables we've put out to date. Players that enjoy a slower observer space with the might of a titan will hopefully find their niche with it. Sauropods grow rapidly to a point and then become walking fortresses, so it's gonna grow really damn fast.
Yeah.
So you're gonna give people something that grows way too fast. I don't know about how I feel about that, because
I think I understand how it's gonna be.
Yeah, it's basically gonna be growing super fast, being vulnerable for only a short while, and the moment you come out on the other side, you become unkillable.
Yeah.
I don't think they should do that. I think that sauropods should kind of grow slow. Like steady, slow, because they need to be vulnerable and need to be able to be taken out early on before they can become a walking fortress. You need to give predators the opportunity to run into a smaller one. And it's up to the sauropods to, crank up their difficulty level as in a way and come out at the other side and then have a reward that you're unkillable.
Maybe the rapidly is relative to something else and not to all of the dinos. Maybe it grows quick compared to, say, a Rex or a Trike, but not quick compared to like a Trudon.
No, I just take this as a general term. If they say rapidly, they mean rapidly.
So it's got a tail whip. I wonder how much damage that'll do. It's got kicks. I assume that's gonna be like Maya's sidewards kick. So it's probably gonna be able to stun you. That stomp's gonna one-shot almost anything. It's got the trample.
Yeah, it's
I
gonna.
just think that'll be a huge problem during the fight though. And the next swing, I guarantee that'll stun you as well.
Oh yeah, they grow rapidly to a point and then become walking fortresses, but even the mightiest of strongholds can fall. Danger is ever present for every creature in the isle, no matter their size. That's all for now. Yeah, but what danger? Is it gonna be Aloe and Rex? Because nothing else will threaten them.
Yeah,
Anyway,
they said Maggie would be better for the roster, and then they said to do Kamara first, because it's harder.
I don't know why people are so hyped about Maggie. Yeah, let's play something useless and when you get eaten something dies. What an amazing... Nah. Anyway, there's a lot of animations here. The Aloe looks good. I think this is the berry. This looks like berry.
Yeah, that's berry. But look at the bottom right aloe animation. Is that meant to be a 3-call or a special attack of some sort? That's an attack.
That's an attack, mate.
That's going to do a lot of damage. I wonder if it's going to be similar to Sarah's charge bite, but you just don't hold it.
I think it's just the alt bite. It looks like the alt bite.
Oh yeah, it might be an alt bite, yeah.
In fact, all of them are just showing alt bites.
Barry looks cool
though. Hey, look, the Oviraptor. This thing is gonna be chasing eggs, mate. I really hope with the Oviraptor, something I'm excited about is that they'll be able to detect nests. And when Oviraptor starts hitting the scene, then they also have to work on nesting incentives. So it's all gonna make full circle when that thing starts hitting the game. Because if nobody wants to nest, what good is your Oviraptor? You know what I mean? So they really have to do something. What I could advise devs to do is give people a special skin chance. A chance to have a unique skin. That's what they did in BOB and it worked. Just don't give us a shining, glimmering skin like BOB actually did. But give a unique color combination. You know, they did it with cannibalism. If you get the cannibalism mutation, your skin changes. Now imagine you get nested in and you get born with this unique skin that you can only get from being nested in.
Yeah.
People want that shit.
Unique mutations for being nested.
Like Poutine is already doing it on Petite. You have a chance to obtain a rare skin when you spawn. Put that in the nesting system. See what happens. Oh, the Rex animations.
Rex animations, yeah, they look
oh, it's gonna be able to headbutt backwards, mate.
As an alt attack, yeah.
No, that's not an alt attack.
No, it's
I doubt it.
Sideways backwards, but it'll be similar to an alt attack.
You know what I would really like for this? And this is gonna be OP as hell. But it shouldn't only deal damage with its head, it should also deal slightly damage with its tail, but knockback damage. That doesn't kill. The head should be lethal and then the tail should be CC. At the same time, like 2 in 1.
Yeah, but that tail's going up slightly, it's probably not gonna hit smaller dinos.
Yeah,
and
but that's fine.
Smaller dinos that would be affected by it.
No, I think if a Rex slams its tail into another Rex, then it should get a little bit of a stagger. Although, with the head you do a big stagger. I don't know. Maybe I'm making it too OP. Who knows, man. Okay, what's this? What am I looking at here?
Homalocephaly, I think.
Oh yeah, it does look like one of those, yeah. Okay.
And we've got, is that Ava or Pachyrhino? It's probably Ava.
This looks like Ava. No, Pachyrhino has horns, bro. That's why they call it Pachyrhino.
Yeah.
This is Maggie.
Yeah, that's Maggie. There's Therizino as well.
Oh, the murder! I cannot wait for this to hit the scene again. This is something I would get hyped about. A Therizino.
Yep.
This thing. I'm not even a herbivore player, but I love Terries. Terries are
Yeah,
absolutely...
Fairy was great.
They make me shit myself in ways you will never understand.
I wonder how that ability in the concept art will work. The one where
Wait,
its
I
tail
see two
split
of them. Does that mean there is sexual dimorphism? Oh wait, there's actually... Okay, they have to work out those feathers though. That looks a little bit...
Yeah.
Bruh, come on, you guys can do better than that. But the rest looks great. Okay. Yeah.
The skin isn't too bad either.
Yeah, no, they're good at that. Like, in general, their models, their sounds, always look great. I never have problems with any of it. It's usually their balance changes I have a problem with, but the rest of the game has always been peak and perfection almost.
Balance in the map.
Okay. Let's look forward to it then. I hope the horde test comes out soon. When do you think the horde test will drop?
Let's see. 2 weeks maybe? 3 weeks?
Mita?
Mita?